Carol Ann Duffy was born on 23rd December 1955 in Glasgow, Scotland, what has the biggest population of people, second being that of Edinburgh, which is the capital of Scotland. The poetry studying class has all come from a single poet, Carol Ann Duffy, who was somewhat of a short story, drama, and fictional writer. Her literacy talents were developed by her two English professors, June Scriven at St. Joseph's and Jim Walker at Stafford Girls' High School. She began reading and writing with great enthusiasm from a young age, and started to produce poems from the age of 11. She had written a memorial for one of her English teachers after their passing, showcasing her desire to become a writer from a young age. She has become one of the most important figures in modern British poetry for having accomplished the uncommon, double-edged sword of critical and commercial autonomy. Her work is frequently read by critics and scholars, which they both appreciate it equally. It has even become featured in universities and the International Baccalaureate syllabus. Her work as a whole is recognized as some of the highest acclaimed literacy and approachable material for British contemporary poets. Her themes encompass language and its portrayal of reality, self-identity, religious aspects, and many manifestations of social inequality such as oppression and alienation of society. Unlike other poets, her vocabulary is written in the medium of everyday conversational language, making her poems easier to understand for a larger audience. She was able to express a sentiment of seriousness, humor, and wittiness all at the same time, linking her work to a postmodernist time, in which she breaks free of the typical societal norms which can be seen in her poem, Valentine. Duffy's poem Valentine was written as a request from a producer of a radio show who asked her to craft an original take upon Valentine's Day, a day when people are supposed to freely express their love to one another. This poem not only challenges the conventional notions of love, it undermines the typical concepts of the day, which has been shifted to that of a more materialistic focus rather than the expression of love. These unusual methods make it a postmodern poem, as within the poem, the speaker gives the recipient an onion, which is an atypical gift to give someone, which would normally be something like that of a card or a rose. She illustrates the complex nature of love using the object of an onion in order to express this instead of the conventional ideas in romance stories. Tracing back its origins to creation, Valentine's Day can be seen as a holiday celebrated on February 14th, where lovers show their appreciation and affection for one another through presents and greetings. Given some resemblance to one another, some have hypothesized that the event originated with the mid-February Roman celebration of Lupercalia. Fertility rates and random matching of women and men were a part of this celebration for the arrival of spring. Pope Gelasius I banned the celebration of Lupercalia around the end of the 5th century. St. Valentine's Day is frequently said to have taken its place. However, Valentine's Day did not become a romantic holiday until around the 14th century. While there are numerous Christian martyrs who bear the name Valentine, the holiday may have been named for a priest who was executed by the Roman Emperor Claudius II Gothicus in approximately 270 CE. Legend has it the priest, having become friends with the jailer's daughter and supposedly healing her from blindness, signed a letter to her, "From your Valentine." The 1500s saw the introduction of formal messages, or valentines, and by the late 1700s, cards that had been commercially printed were in circulation. In the middle of the 1800s, the United States saw the printing of its first commercial valentine. Valentines typically featured hearts, which are thought to be the set of emotion, together with Cupid, the Roman deity of love. Birds also became a symbol of the day because it was believed that the avian mating season starts in the middle of February. Candy and flowers, especially red roses, which are a sign of beauty and love, have all become traditional gifts on this day. This holiday is widely celebrated all over the world in places like the United States, Britain, Canada, Australia, South Korea, Argentina, France, Mexico, and many other countries. The celebration now includes showing affection to family members and friends, in addition to romantic interests. Now, a reading of the poem Valentine by Carol Ann Duffy. Not a red rose or a stained heart, I give you an onion. It is a moon wrapped in brown paper. It promises light, like the careful undressing of love. Here, it will blind you with tears like a lover. It will make your reflection a wobbling photo of grief. I am trying to be truthful, not a cute card or a kissogram. I give you an onion. Its fierce kiss would stay on your lips, possessive and faithful as we are, for as long as we are. Take it. Its platinum loops shrink to a wedding ring, if you like. Lethal. Its scent will cling to your fingers, cling to your knife.